enough or clear enough, all right? Ready? Let's get our first gifted sub right now. Cool. But what about that sub? I'm still waiting. Let's get our first sub right now. As in, at this moment, not later. Come on. Maybe, okay, hold on. Maybe I wasn't loud enough or clear enough, all right? Ready? Let's get our first gifted sub right now. Cool. But what about that sub? I'm still waiting. Let's get our first sub right now.
Hello, everybody in the Snortex. I hope you're having a wonderful evening as we are here with this man, as he continues to bamboozle everybody with these Wendy's orders. It's like Wendy's goals getting hit, is Tevin going to say. But we have everybody here tonight for this fantastic event of this man. So, Old Man Jenkins. Yes, I'm late. Hello, APB1. We got a lot of dogs in the chat. That is a good sign. It's always a good sign. Always a good sign. So this is a video from Smokey McCrack, a detractor of a bunch of different lolcows. I don't even call him. He's not even a detractor. He's just a commentary channel about lolcows. So he made a video about Phil, called the worst streamer of all time, and I'm like, yeah, that's yeah, that sounds about right for Phil. So let's see what is here today.
No. DarkSide Hannah Claire in the kick chat says the difference in intelligence between Phil and his viewers is huge. Wrong. The difference in...
Wrong. He's smarter than them, but you're not... Today he just Wendy's sweet chili sauce, so I'd like to be more. He keeps saying tangy. It's like I've never heard really people say tangy besides him.
Intelligence between myself and my haters is huge. Do you understand? There's a difference. My viewers, my actual people who are here to enjoy my content and chill and engage and have a good time, they're actually quite intelligent because they can see past the nonsense that all these morons on the internet say and perpetrate. But the actual average hater is actually a fucking dunce. They can't tie their own shoes. They probably have Velcro shoes just so they can keep them on their feet. You know what I mean? Like their mom probably puts their diaper on in the morning. This is the level of person that doesn't like DarkSydePhil.
Oh, yeah, we saw this yesterday. We saw this. We're the yellow bus riders. Yeah.
Old DSP has been up to his usual shenanigans as of late, bitching about trolls and detractors in his chat, playing video games horribly on stream for the world to see,
here?
and also playing video games horribly that you, the viewer, can't see. Doing nothing.
Yeah, but we can't see that. We can get rid of that. Let's go back to Smokey McCrack, his intro.
Bitching about trolls and detractors in his chat, playing video games horribly on stream for the world to see, and also playing video games horribly that you, the viewer, can't see. Doing nothing but talking about his money and his finances, drunk calling Wings of Redemption at 3 a.m. What? Yeah, that happened too. Phil was up one night, he was bored, he saw that Wings was streaming, he was drunk, so he decided to give him a call and then spent the next hour just chatting away with Wings as he sat in bed with his wife. And then eventually, Phil's wife, Kat, woke up, told him to go to bed, and that's just the life of Phil. That's the life of a winner. Someone that all these trolls are jealous of. When you're sitting there in the middle of the night, you don't have nothing to do, you're thinking, maybe I should watch a movie, maybe I should, play a video game. Fuck that. Call Wings of Redemption. And if you're one of these trolls of DarkSydePhil, he believes that you are jealous of him. You're jealous of all his success and all the adoring fans that he has. When anyone who watches his streams can tell, nobody who messes with him is jealous in the slightest. They just can't stand the way this guy acts. But you'll hear a whole lot about him ranting about the trolls today, despite Phil saying that he doesn't care about them and won't give them any.
Yeah, he doesn't care about the trolls. He proceeds to talk about them every single day. Hello, Jordo. He proceeds to bitch about them every single day because he is a bitch and he loves bitching about things.
Attention. It's always sad with Phil, but he'll make sure to come on here day in and day out and talk about how great his life is and how much all of his detractors suck. And maybe at the end of this video you'll agree with him, but I guarantee you probably won't.
Your detractors applaud unhinged behavior like that spammer, but they would condemn you to hell if you ever did anything close to that. They're hypocrites. Of course, they're nuts. Again, there is no narrative of theirs that makes sense or is based in reality. Their narratives are DSP bad, so we make content on DSP to say he bad and we get view from dummy. It's a caveman's mentality. It's an armpit scratching, knock two rocks together to make a spark to start a fire to cook your dinner mentality. They're morons. They're cavemen. Okay? These are not, intellectual geniuses that we're dealing with. These are the lowest dregs of society who do this shit on the internet. So, yeah, they're really dumb. They have no actual argument.
Well, you gotta remember, it wasn't even him. Kat told him just to shut the fuck up because he wouldn't stop talking. And apparently she has noise-canceling headphones, because of the neighbors. I'm pretty sure that neighbor is Phil. Like, seriously. He's like, oh, these trolls, these are mouth droolers. Yeah, but why? Doesn't matter if they're mouth droolers or not. Why are they there laughing at you? What brings them to you? Because it doesn't matter how smart they are. Why are they coming to you and not anybody else? What's the attraction, Phil? What is that?
The things that they do are insanely unhinged and crazy, but that's okay as long as we're messing with DSP when we're doing the crazy thing. What? No, it's not. No, it's really not.
The crazy thing in question is just someone spamming your chat. I get it, it's annoying. I'll ban people if they spam too, but I'm not going to sit here and be like, all of you are just dumb. You're dum-dums. Like you all have rocks in your head. You can't tie your shoes. He's so mad about these detractors, and he wants to believe that all of them are just hapless, like they're losers. They can't do anything themselves. And Phil, this is what people accuse you of. And you say, oh, none of it's grounded in reality or anything like that. Dude, I saw you playing the Virtual Boy on stream the other day while not showing the gameplay and just going, oh, this is so cool, guys. Isn't this so fun? Like, Phil, your streams make you come off as a man-child, and I think you're trying to project that onto all these trolls and say, you act like that. You say they don't have any, they don't have any basis or any merit for the things they throw at you. Dude, you treat your chat like shit. They call you out for it. You dropped hundreds of thousands of dollars on WWE channels.
Yeah, she's fucking stuck there, which is really sad. It's like, yeah, even if she may want to leave him, it's very difficult for her to do that. So she's up the creek without a paddle. And you have Phil here e-begging and bitching about Wendy's. And then, like, remember the crumble cookies? I think that was last week. He was like, oh, Kat sampled them already because they're like bits and pieces missing. And it's like, Phil, just order more. Like, you do it once a week. It's like, originally you were getting paid $1,500 to do this. You could spend more on the food. And you already do with DoorDash, so it's like, what?
Champions. They called you out for that. All of these things that people call you out for do have merit. Just because you don't want to acknowledge them doesn't mean they don't exist. I feel like more people like Phil, I guess the word is lolcow, more lolcows want to say, oh, people only make videos on me because it gets money. People only want to make videos on me because, oh, DSP bad. Oh, this person bad. Well, yeah, if you're a piece of shit, people are going to make videos on you and call you out. It's pretty cut and dry, Phil. And people especially don't like it when you're somebody like you.
Exactly. Yeah, if he's being a jackass and he's e-bagging, people are going to bitch about it. Duh. Yeah, well, I'd be pissed too if it was 2 in the morning and he was not shutting the fuck up. I would be fucking livid.
You who will sit here and say that you're all about fun and positivity and being entertaining for your fans when that's just, it's a blatant lie. Anyone who's watched your stream even for a small bit of time can hear you bitching about trolls and go, man, this guy is insufferable. He comes off way worse than these people. Just listen to Phil in this clip here.
I've already explained, I'm not answering any idiot in the kick chat because I've already explained this a million times, and if you're too dense to understand it, then fuck you. I can't help you to be smart. I'm not here to educate you. Your parents should have done that, or maybe school. I'm not here to be your dad and tell you how to be smart, so I'm just going to ignore your nonsense. DarkSydePhil just did a £2 super chat and says, I won't be able to eat tomorrow, but I'm glad to support. Well, the truth is, DarkSydePhil, if you were going to only be able to buy a £2 meal, it wasn't going to be good anyway. You might as well just go eat dirt. So thank you for the first super chat of the day.
Oh my god, he's like, oh, you're bitching about... Oh my god, he just finds reasons, like, just say thanks for the money and just leave it at that, you idiot. Lord Bacon, the Destroyer. That is a name. Hello, Anthony Locke. Phil is a very smart man. We're so dumb for not recognizing his fucking genius.
Appreciate that. Thanks for $2, stupid. Another comment I'm definitely not going to read, but I'll gladly accept your money. Thank you so much.
And it's
Robust Moves. You know, just having that tag name pissed him the fuck off.
Like, you don't get why the trolls say what they do. You don't get why people call you like a money-hungry bastard on YouTube, especially when you do shit like this. The person gave you $2 and you're just like, haha, what a dumbass, but I'll gladly take your money. Well, Phil, if you hate what this guy says so much and you won't read it, then tell him, dude, charge it back. I don't want to read that, charge it back. But let's be honest, these people donating to you saying this shit, these are not detractors, nor are these trolls. These are simply whales. These are people who line Phil's pockets one way or another. It doesn't matter if you're being mean to him or not. I guarantee you, no honest to God, like DSP detractor is...
Yeah, basically, he's correct, because they're lining his pockets. They're not doing it to the degree with Only As Coffee is, but they're giving him money. And Phil's just pissed that they're sneak dissing him with $2 and $5 super chats. He's too dumb to realize that they're sustaining his quote-unquote business. Hello, movie signs. I don't even know what that emoji is. Probably clown car, clowns, clown car, so clowns. Yep, we're all clowns here. And Phil, once you put on the clown makeup, you never go back, apparently.
Sending him money to get under his skin, because you're not going to. At the end of the day, all Phil cares about is the money he gets. Look at the stream right here on screen right now. Phil says that he doesn't ask for donations or have a tip goal anymore, but what's that right there? The King's tax, of course, showing...
Yep, as I say all the time, it doesn't matter if there's a dash 150, everybody knows it's still there. He's like, oh, we don't have goals. But we're just going to have a leaderboard, like... And it's fine if you have like the top whatever, but it's like if you're adding the totals together, you have a fucking goal. Like, if anything, it's a fucking vanity project. Duh.
Just how much money
a tractor emoji
he's made on any given night.
Oh, it is a tractor. I saw the S and I'm like thinking clown car because like the mouse thing that you turn at the back of it.
And if he doesn't hit his $150 goal, he's sulky. He stays.
Yeah, he bitches every time. It's like, oh, it could be 145. He's still bitching. He's like, well, if I get $5 less a stream, I'm getting $60 less a week. And that means I'm getting $3,000 less a year. Cool. Bitch to your audience. Not their fucking problem, Phil.
Around on stream just hoping he can get some more donations coming in. He says there's no goal anymore, but he just reworded it. There's absolutely still a goal, and he'll stick around and try to hit it every night. And thankfully recently he's been missing it a lot, but when the King's tax is below $150, he blames the game. He blames bad turnout from people who usually give him money. He never blames himself and goes, man, maybe I was just fucking boring tonight, which 9 times out of 10 is the most likely reason all this is going down.
When will we get DSP tries at Olive Garden? I would like to hear your opinion on Americanized Italian. Would you like? Here's my opinion on Americanized Italian. It fucking sucks. It's terrible. My wife and I went to Olive Garden once ever. All right, once. Many years ago. It was terrible. The pasta was bland, oily, disgusting. Okay? Here's what was good at Olive Garden. The soup was okay, and you know they don't make it there. It's pre-made in a factory in mass batches, and they just warm it up. The soup was okay. The breadsticks were okay. That was it. That was all we liked. The main course that came out was disgusting. We hated it. And we never went back. After that, we were like, oh, we're never going back here. So that's why I haven't done Olive Garden. I'm not too keen on the idea of delivery pasta. I don't think that delivery pasta would be very good, quite frank. Especially since, you know, it's already bad, and now you're going to deliver it. It's probably going to be like mush, right? So, there you go.
And again, it's clips like this right here, where Phil will just shit all over Olive Garden, when at the same time, you know, we've seen his wife's cooking. We know what you're eating on a normal night, Phil. Olive Garden would be a treat compared to that. Maybe you don't like it, though. Maybe you are genuine in your opinion. You don't want to order no Olive Garden. well, you're still the same guy who says that all of your streams are fun and positive. If I clicked on a fun and positive stream, if that's the label you put on it, and all you're doing is bitching about Olive Garden, I'd click right off. This is just one creator to another, Phil. I do my own show. I bitch about food like onions all the time, but I'm not sitting here saying that people come to me for fun and positivity in their entertainment. This is the same guy who will say that, oh, drama gets views. That's why people cover me. It's all drama, drama, drama. And then when Phil's
It is absolutely drama. It's the drama about his finances, and he's like, I don't want to be about drama, but yes, you do want to be about drama because that's how you make money.
views started to dry up a few months ago.
Oh, it doesn't have inflation because he can't calculate that. He's like, because even if you think about it, if it's like a 3% year over year, you're not going to go from like 150 a day to 153, because that would just be like ridiculous. It just keeps it at nice round numbers. And remember, when he was on like Twitch, it was like 100, the tips goal. And then when he went to YouTube, it became 150 because, you know, he's a man and he needs that robust stuff because people were given bits and cheers and there were no bits and cheers on YouTube.
He did a stream talking about Low Tier God and Wings of Redemption and reacting to them and shit. When drama fits Phil, he'll use it to his advantage, or at least try to, but God forbid any detractor tries to do it to him.
Someone whose name actually I feel is offensive because they're saying toxic things, but then they're using the name Jesus in the chat, says, "You lie about everything. Why would we believe you?" Well, see, that's the thing. If you think that I lie about everything, why would you ever ask me a question, right? Why would you even be here? There's no point. So, I mean, who's the real loser here?
That would be you, Phil, still. You know, even if people are there calling you the biggest liar ever, which you just admitted to being, that would make you the big loser. Just because they're sitting here and asking you questions doesn't really mean anything about them. They're just shocked that the biggest liar of all time is still on here lying. They probably just want to see, can we actually get the truth out of this guy? You can say that people are being ignorant, maybe, because they just don't know that they're talking to the biggest liar of all time, and you're like, haha, why would you expect to get the truth out of me? But everyone knows the way you operate, Phil. Trolls will call you out for like anything they want, and you will always push it off and go, no, that's not true. No, that's just a lie. That's a half-truth or shit like that. You just can't take accountability for anything. If people say you're being toxic to your own chat, oh, really? Really? I'm not being toxic. How am I toxic? You know, it's clear in clips like we're showing here, but Phil will never acknowledge that because he lives in his own little fantasy world, thinks that he is always right and everyone else is always wrong. And I want to say this too, for someone who complains so much about detractors.
Yeah, it's like, why does he spend time on bitching about the detractors? But he's like, yeah, okay, Wings. I'm going to watch this Wings clip. I'm going to like bother Wings and concern troll Wings. I'm going to clap back at LTG. Like, he wants that stuff. He wants to be in the drama.
And people saying untrue shit. If you're going to let people talk shit to you for the almighty dollar, then go, oh, it's okay in that way, no. Then they're allowed to call you out in any circumstance. Doesn't matter if they give you money or not. But there's still weirdos, as I mentioned before, who will pay Phil to talk shit to him. And in that case, you're not owning Phil in any way. You're like, listen to his reaction right here. He wouldn't give a shit.
What happened? Why'd we ban this guy? He sent me more money. Hold on, let me take a look at it. It says message deleted, but he's not banned. Just his message was deleted. What does the message say? Damn it. Oh, here we go. Real Irish did another $5 super chat. Says you lie about everything. There you go. Thanks for $5. For the record, we don't have to remove messages like that. We can keep them because these people keep paying me, so that's cool. Please keep paying me. I mean, I'm not ever gonna complain about that. You can say dumb shit and pay me for it as much as you want. That's right. Everything I say is a lie anyway. So it doesn't matter. Every single word ever out of my mouth since I was born was a lie. I was born and they patted me on the back. I started breathing. I said,
yep, he's been lying from day one. No, Phil always thinks he's telling the truth. Let's be real. He does.
Goo goo gaga. And they said, you liar. And my nose said, boo. Very nice.
Wow, that's Phil's brand of humor right there. I'm gonna be honest with you. You're trying to own this whole "you liar" thing. Like, oh yeah, I guess I lie about everything. You guys are right. Ha ha ha. You won't even acknowledge the comment this guy left. If you're not a liar, read it aloud. Let the chat know what you're talking about instead of saying, oh no, you sent me money, so I'll just allow it to happen. Well, if he's sending you money to do it, then read it out, Phil. There shouldn't be a problem with that, right? It's not like you're lying about what this guy's saying, right? It couldn't be that. And then someone sent something to Phil which actually got an answer out of him that I've been wondering for quite a long time. You see, when Phil laughs about things or tries to tell jokes or even tries to insult people, it's always like schoolyard bullshit, like obscenities for the sake of saying them, like hey, kiss my balls, you can lick my butt, shit like that. Like it's never an actual insult. It's just like South Park shit from the early years. And somebody asked Phil and said, hey, what's with the random strings of shit you say? Is it like angry video game nerd shit? And as soon as that was said, I was like, oh yeah, that probably is where Phil gets his humor from. But then of course he sees a way that he can try to twist things and says, yeah, well that's where I got my whole my whole fucking identity from back when I would go to the
yeah. The hilarious thing, he's like saying like AVGN clone. He's saying. Oh, yeah. Like he's like an AVGN clone. Like, can you believe that? He's fucking Timu AVGN. It's like, what the fuck? Yeah, he just never learned how to make edited content. Comedy skits. Like, nope, I'm just gonna film it raw. I'm definitely like AVGN guys. Well, apparently the casino did something about the banana song, and always like private at the banana song or like hid comments. He's so crazy. Hello, Carl, buddy. Yeah, he can't punch down on anybody. He punches down on his chat. That's what he does.
fighting game tournaments, I would just say crazy shit. I would try to drum up interest. No, you were always just a dick, and even the people in the fighting game community saw you as such, and that's why they didn't like you either.
Does the weird string of expletives derive from AVGN? I'm thinking of you saying sending a spoon so you can eat shit for this instance, or is that inspired by something else? To some extent, like when I was in the Street Fighter community, I was always the big shit talker. Okay, I was the guy who always was being offensive and you know, talking nonsense to everyone in the community. Now people knew that, but people who knew me in real life knew that it was all an act. It was just a facade. It was me trying to create interest and hype for events. Like if DSP talked shit and then went to a tournament and there would be a hype match against the guy I talked shit about, that would hype up the tournament. People would actually want to go just to see that match, to either see me fail miserably and get my balls kicked in, or to actually see if I can put my money where my mouth is. People liked that about the old school Smash Mouth Street Fighter stuff, okay? Then when I became a YouTuber, I was a fan of like AVGN, and what I tried to do was take that old kind of, oh, I'm the baddest motherfucker in the Street Fighter community attitude, combine it with the over-the-top offensive commentary of what AVGN would do, and become a live commentator on gameplay by combining the two. Does that make sense?
Yeah, if you're like a pro wrestler, which Phil is a big pro wrestling fan, that's something you always hear about those guys. You know, you take your person.
Yeah, I remember when like Derek was bringing it up constantly, and Phil was fucking pissed that he was bringing up wrestling. He's like, nah, man, I don't follow wrestling anymore. Fuck that.
Personality, and you dial.
Yeah, the chair is just insane. It's a wiggle fest. He needs that stimulation, guys.
To 11, but
and like the fighting game community fucking hated him.
Phil, you were already a prick, and then you came to YouTube with the same mentality that you had when you were playing Street Fighter and all that, and nothing changed. The fact of the matter is, this person asked if AVGN like inspired your humor, and basically in all that stuff you just said, it was all to say yes, he did. But I wouldn't say the angry video game nerd inspired you in any way as a YouTuber.
Do you hear that? Like, that's SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom music. That's what it is. Yeah, his inspirations are like burnt toast. Like AVGN was not doing cooking shows. Like it was like the inspiration is like, oh, he uploads videos and gets money from it. I'm gonna do that too.
You're just being yourself, Phil. This is you. All these years later, you're still the salty fucking the Street Fighter player you were all those years ago. You've just gotten older and you've decided, maybe now, I don't want to deal with all the bullshit, so I'll just say I'm fun and positive. You don't do anything fun and positive, you just say it.
What is it that gets the views? What is it that gets the attention and the popularity on YouTube, right? Is it saying, oh, someone actually is good? Here's the good things they've done.
Yeah, because they're making the content, and the content speaks for itself, Phil. Nobody's going to make a video like, Wings of Redemption is the greatest YouTuber ever. They don't do that for, like, people like you. The only reason they would do that is, like, analyzing how those people get views. That's it. They're not going to, like, make a video, oh, this guy's so great. This girl is, like, the best ever. Nobody does that. Duh.
The truth,
like, he doesn't get that. He just wants, like, these fan channels to be made of him. It's like, dude, you're not Ariana Grande. You're a guy on the internet.
About them exposed, showing that they're not the bad person that everyone thinks they are. No, that doesn't get any views or attention at all. Zero. You don't know what gets views and attention on YouTube? Drama, hate, exposing someone for being a scammer, exposing someone for lies and cheating and stealing and debaucherous, acts and horrible things. You know what I mean? The downfall is what gets the views and attention on YouTube.
Yes, Phil, and you've tried to dabble in that style of content as well. I brought it up earlier, the LTG reaction stream you did. There's nothing wrong with calling out low-tier God. Matter of fact, like, I have done it myself on my show. A lot of people have done it. You yourself have done it, Phil. What's wrong with that? You're just not funny when you do it. You sat there, it was boring. Maybe if you looked at the camera and were like, hey, Dale, pay your fucking child support, people would have been like, oh shit, here we go. But you didn't do that. But now you want to sit here and say, oh, that's all that gets the views, and it's not poor old guys like Phil who are doing good things in games that people aren't bringing up. What good things are you doing? I've watched tons of your streams. I'm never like, holy shit, Phil just did great taking down that boss. It's always a struggle. But I do get what you're saying here, Phil. If someone were to make a video called All of DSP's Big Triumphs, it would be Phil going, yes, we took down this boss, or yeah, finally, we beat this,
Yeah, exactly. It would be fucking stupid.
We beat this person we've been fighting for hours. I don't know, but there would be nothing funny there. What's funny is videos like this where you're like, oh, my trolls are this, my trolls that. All right, stupid. You don't even know what you're talking about. Everything you say about me has no merit. It's all fake. It's all lies. Like, people just, they see that and they're like, this dude's insane. Of course, that's more watchable than you just, all right, we did it, guys. Like, it's the same thing over and over again. Granted, so is you bitching about the trolls, but it's still funny.
The redemption arcs don't do well. It's the actual downfalls that do well. You see?
Well, hold on, Phil. I got to stop you because that's where with you it's interesting. There is no redemption arc. There is no, wow, here comes the rise. It's all one continuous downfall. Even back when you were in the fighting game community, they didn't like you. You weren't particularly good. What are you trying to be redeemed? Like, you're just a shitty guy with a shitty attitude who's on here every day acting shitty. There is no redemption arc. If you said, you know what, I'm going to stop talking shit to people in my chat, you know what, I'm just going to actually play the games I want to play and have a good time, instead of being just like, you're just held down to whatever the new releases are, and even if you don't like them, you're going to play them because that's what's popular. Maybe if people did see you have a good time, their opinions would change, but no one's...
Yeah, he's fucking miserable. Like, his favorite part of the day is, like, when he could bitch about something. Like, that's probably why he does DSP Tries It, because he's like, oh, I could just bitch about fast food. Like, he loves doing that. That's his highlight of his day. Apparently, he likes Dragon Quest. Like, it's hilarious. Games he wants to play. WWE Champions, JRPGs that are fucking boring to watch him play, because every game he plays is fucking boring. He doesn't understand that, and his whales won't pay for it. So he has to, like, whine and complain to get them to pay. Oh, anxiety? Yeah, he's anxious because he's like he hates it. That's why he will never let anybody else have a word in when they're on his stream, because they're just gonna call it as bullshit. He's like, oh, disconnect the call.
ever seen that. All they can see is the bullshit you put on display every day on stream, and it's not going to win you any fans. So the redemption arc, the rise of DarkSydePhil, I'm still waiting for it to happen, because really, it's been 15 years of continuous downfall.
So if someone were to actually do an in-depth documentary about some of these crazy obsessed people that have latched onto me and make this content and do horrible things.
But the thing is, with a lot of those people, you have no fucking idea who they are. Like, Stuart Hogan, it's just fucking clips of him. Like, Duty, yeah, I guess. There's, I think Dolphin or something. He had, like, a very, like, Lolcow ending, too. I think Dolphin Ravens or something. There's a couple of people, but I don't know. I don't know, Phil. Like, it wouldn't really move the goalpost because people don't want to hear about Bob4715 who's making detractor videos about you, unless that person gets, like, becomes very successful. They want to talk about the Lolcow. They don't care about the people, like, chomping at your heels.
Would it actually be eye-opening? Yes. Would it maybe, in the eyes of some, show them what kind of shit someone like me goes through on a daily basis and make them realize that I'm not actually the horrible person that a lot of these people portray me as? Yes. Would it do well on YouTube? No. So no one's going to make it, right? If someone's going to do all this time and effort and research, right, to actually get all the information together for that kind of a documentary, and they're going to put painstaking work into it.
Yeah, let's have a documentary about Raw Fail. What would it be? It would just be clips of him beating up DSP and Street Fighter. That would be it. You don't get these, like, crazy unhinged rants that are daily. He doesn't understand that. Like, if he just maybe, I don't know, curated his content instead of spewing everything out like it's fucking diarrhea, then yeah.
Right? Because that's going to take some detective work to figure out who are these fucking weirdos who make this content, right? How do they think they can get away with it? Can you imagine trying to figure out who Raw Phil is? The guy who literally rebroadcasts and steals my content daily. He outright knows what he's doing is illegal. He knows there's no legal justification for doing it. He just thinks he can get away with it forever. Seriously. Like, there's no way that he can actually think what he's doing is okay and protected by the law.
He doesn't give a fuck, Phil. Nobody gives a fuck but you. We're all just laughing at you, man. We're all just laughing at your stupidity. Nobody cares because he's not even monetized. Well, he is, but he's not running ads on the stream. People just want to give him memberships to say, fuck you, Phil. Oh, wow. Cool. Yeah, so stop bitching about it, man.
But he just thinks I'm never going to go after him.
Yes, because you have a history of not going after him. The only people that you've gone after are, like, people doing it for you. Because it's like, it's too much effort for you when you're just collecting. And honestly, a lot of these things probably benefit you because they're like, oh, this Stortex, we got to keep this Stortex going.
So can you imagine what kind of a cracked guy that is? So,
I mean, the thing is, it seems like Raw Phil is hanging on every chat. It's like, if I was doing something like that, I would be like, okay, here's the restream. I'm going off for 6 hours and doing some other shit. Have fun.
yeah, I mean, but how are you going to do all that research to find these people, put that together, right?
This just sounds like you want somebody to make a documentary exposing, quote-unquote, exposing all of your detractors and trolls. When you bring up Raw Phil and say, oh, could you imagine what this guy is really like? Like, it sounds like you're just trying to find out who he is personally, especially when you start getting into how what he does isn't legal and how horrible it is. He restreams you. That's it. He gives people a place to watch your streams where they can freely talk and chat without the fear of being banned for whatever bullshit Phil might see as offensive or whatever. And you're sitting here talking about how horrible and how illegal it is, because in your mind, you see this as him trying to hurt your imaginary business. Because yes, what you're seeing on screen right now is genuinely Phil's idea of his business. He sits here in front of a camera and bitches all day long, and how dare you take some...
See, I'm not the only one saying it. I'm not the only one. Yeah. Well, the thing is, he's making like. Well, the thing is, the ads too, like, it just interrupts the stream anyway, so he's doing all right because he's doing 3,000 memberships around a month, so that's like $2,000 from just turning on OBS and watching Phil. That's very minimum effort.
Of his footage and put it somewhere else. And what
I'm sure Raw Phil's head is more bulgy than Phil's.
he's trying to do here is saying, man, it's so terrible what all these people do to poor old Phil. Sure, it would be a shame if someone made a documentary on it, but they never will because they know it won't do well on YouTube. No, Phil, people would make a documentary if there was something there. As far as I can see, most detractors just like calling you out on your bullshit, and to you, that is just not allowed. Ever. Like, Raw Phil, I've never even heard this guy's voice. He just streams Phil. Nothing more, nothing less. But he gets under Phil's skin something fierce. All these detractors do. So unless you're someone giving Phil money, as long as you're calling him out on his bullshit, you can do... It's like that Uncle Sam poster. You know? I want you to call out DSP.
Oh, he is fucking pissed that Raw Phil gets double the viewership, if not triple him sometimes. And he's pissed that he has memberships. Well, like, the memberships are $1, so for every one membership Phil gets, that's not from Argentina. That's for Raw Phil's. That's what Phil doesn't have to... And, like, you have even people like Jade who give him $25 a month. The thing is, even if he privated them, I think he can still content ID, as far as I know. He may have to contact somebody, but... Like, the stuff that, like, corporations content ID, it's not really... I don't even think it's on YouTube, like, visible. I mean, some of them you can buy, but, like, they have, like, different types. It's, like, it's not an intricate system.
On his bullshit. And then we have this mess of a stream. Let me just show you guys a couple minutes here and tell me if you see the entertainment value in this. Let me know if you see the fun and positive nature of this stream you're about to be witness to right now. It's Phil playing the Virtual Boy, but that's exactly what it is. It's Phil playing the Virtual Boy. You will not see Virtual Boy gameplay. You will simply see DarkSydePhil with the fucking Virtual Boy visor on his face, and we can all just have fun together imagining what Phil's playing.
Option automatic pause on by default. I don't know what automatic pause means, but it's apparently an option in the Virtual Boy library. I don't know what it does. From T&E Soft, it talked to me. Did you hear that? Ooh. So, golf. And I actually have no idea what this title screen's supposed to be. It says golf, and it has push start, and it shows a green with a flag, and the background looks like a Rorschach test. Like, I'm not kidding. The background, the title screen looks like a Rorschach test. I don't even know what it's supposed to be. Okay. Okay, stroke play. Ooh, stroke play. Individual records continue. Tournament play, course records. Let's do some stroke play today. Duff. It says 1 Duff or 2 new player. Who the hell is Duff? D-U-F-F. Who the hell's Duff? Why is there a record in my game already? Well, I want to know who Duff is. I'm selecting Duff. Okay, it says average 0, par or better 0. Hole 1, par 4, 360 yards. Okay. Okay, admittedly, this is very weird that it's all red. If it were green, it would make more sense because we're on a green playing golf, but they didn't opt for that. All right, so first stroke, 349 yards, Duff. Hole 1, par 4, 360 yards. Direction, tee shot. What the fuck? So direction, oh God. So first I select direction, and there's a little, okay, I'm looking at the green, and way out, there's an arrow. I can see the flag is way out in the distance, slightly to the left. So I'm going to try to aim, not straight for the flag, but just slightly to the right of it. Okay. And then club. So there's the 1W, 3W, 4W, 2I, 3I, 4I, 5I, 6I, 7I, 8I, 9I. I don't know what any of these clubs are because I don't play golf. So I don't know anything about this shit. They defaulted to 1W. It says 270 yards.
Yeah, this is the genius with his Visual Boy. He thought this was awesome content because he's a fucking moron. Yeah. Dude, you have to be Like, it's a radio show. Like, I get it if somebody's visually impaired, but for everybody else, they're just looking at you and they're wondering, what are you doing? Because they don't need the narration. Like, just play a fucking video game.
I guess that's the one that hits the furthest. We'll go with that one. Stance. It shows two shoes. And I can, are you kidding me? I can adjust my left and right foot. And what they're showing you is going to change the angle of your shot. All right, we'll do this. And then shot, and there's, oh, God. There's a 3D meter. I don't know when I'm supposed to hit this thing. Oh, fuck. I definitely screwed that up. Oh, I did horrible. So I hit it. It curved way left. And it went into the grass. It went into the trees. Nice.
Yeah, I had to show you all of that just so you could finally see what it's like to sit down inside of a DarkSydePhil stream. More particularly, this DarkSydePhil stream where there wasn't even a game on screen. What kind of stream is this when you're just playing video games that no one can see? Who do you think you are, Nova? This is the content that Phil thinks people are all just lying about, saying that he's a shitty streamer and stuff like that. Like, Phil, you could have easily just put this back in the box and played a little bit extra of whatever game you were planning on playing that night, because yes, if you weren't aware.
Yeah, and he will never fucking do that because he's got to do a stupid ass morning show that nobody gives a shit about, even though it's the same podcast. He's like, I bought this for $100, but I refuse to make a video about this. I'm just gonna live stream it and hope that somebody wails out on me so I can beat the cost for it and maybe give it to Kat as like a coaster. I don't know. He's so dumb. He's like, hey guys, how about we do this again?
Phil goes live twice a day. I'm sure your fans would have liked that more, the few of them that were there. But you're sitting there and you're playing this game no one can see. You're talking about things and you're not showing people what you're talking about. Again, who do you think you are? Me this time? Like, Phil, this is one of the worst streams I've ever seen. And his chat thought so too. Not only the haters, but the people who like Phil. They were just kind of like, I could do without another Virtual Boy stream. And I don't even know why Phil bought this big hunk of plastic too. These games aren't like, oh man, I need to play some fucking tennis on Virtual Boy. It's known that this console was a disaster. The games hurt your eyes. At least that's what I've always heard when people describe the Virtual Boy. Why would you buy this? I'm someone who will buy a lot of the dumb shit Nintendo puts out, but this, fuck no. I'll sit here and defend the Leaf Green and Fire Red, the ports or the ROMs coming to the Switch all day long. I'll probably buy them too, but I'm not buying no hunk of plastic where you can play a shitty, miscolored version of Tetris on. I don't know. This seemed like something that only the most loyal of Nintendo people and Phil would buy. I guess Phil thought it would get views. You know, it's funny, he'll say, oh, drama, everyone knows views. Views are all coming in on drama content. That's why everyone makes and talks about drama. Why'd you buy the Virtual Boy? Do you think you would get views if you bought it? That's what I'm going to start bitching about now. All these fucking gaming YouTubers. And they're, oh, I'm going to buy the Virtual Boy. I'm going to buy the newest Nintendo or...
Yeah, like, the thing is with those stuff, it's like, okay, if you have a following, yeah, you can buy it, but it's like, if you don't, why are you buying this? Like, Phil, he thinks, like, every new gimmick or anything that comes back is going to make him money.
Sony product. What a hack. But let's be real, if you make content here on YouTube, just make stuff that people are going to enjoy, man. It's that simple. Chances are if something will make you laugh, it'll make other people laugh too. Unless you're Phil, of course, because none of this shit is entertaining. It's not fun, nor
yeah, he doesn't have fun with this shit. He doesn't.
Positive. But that's the tale of old DarkSydePhil, and that's all I got with this one. I want to thank you goats for getting to the end of another video. It always means the world to me, and I hope you stick around and catch the next one. Until then, be safe, and I'm out of here, ladies.
Yep, that was Smokey McCrack. He is a good commentary channel about Lolcow. Now, here we have a man who is crashing out over a shitty ass Virtual Boy stream. He's like, oh, yeah. He's crashing off a Virtual Boy. Reddit, Detractors, and being successful. What a man.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. Snort, snort, snort. Call you. Drip, snort, snort. I got the drip. Go.
Rebel Yeller is saying, am I going to do more commentary on Virtual Boy? How could I do it? There's no video. That's kind of the problem, right? Like, if there was video, I would probably play every game on there. But there's no video. So unless you liked my verbal description of the game, which is the only way you can do it, I don't think I can.
Verbal description of the game, which is the only way you can do that. Hey, there are other YouTubers that made videos on it, you moron. Moron. And he has that like gamer hoodie. Like that would have worked like 15 years ago. Today it doesn't
do anymore. Now I asked the live audience, what did you think? And they said, no, we don't like that. We didn't like it. And like, okay, well then we won't do it again. And then we ended up doing a whole bunch of coverage of what was on the Nintendo Switch Online service, which was fun. The 2 hours went really well. So, you know, no, I don't think I'm going to be going back and doing anything with it, sadly. You know, Nintendo really screwed them. Well, not really screwed themselves, because they never screwed themselves, because they never suffer, because everyone idiotically spends money on it anyway. So even though now it's out in the wild and everyone knows it's a ripoff, people will still buy it anyway because it's Nintendo and they need to own everything that's fucking Nintendo. I guarantee you it'll sell out again on the Nintendo store. Sweet Codeine says, AVGN put a camera in the lens 16 years ago. You can do that too. And how would I see the game? How would I see the game if I have cameras in the lens? Then I can't see it. Through the other side. You seriously think that I'm going to put my eyeball up to one lens of a visor and be able to see the game to play it, while a camera's going to be sitting next to my head, right next to it, 1 inch away, recording the other visor? Are you... forget it. You're stupid. AVGN did it because he didn't play the games. Are you not aware? So what AVGN did, he even says it in his video for Virtual Boy. He calls it guerrilla-style photography. So what he did is he was recording footage, but he had no idea what he was doing. He couldn't see. That's why as he's playing, he's hitting the walls. It's like the worst quality gameplay you've ever seen, because he couldn't actually see what he was doing when he was playing the game. He just had the camera going, and he was just guessing and mashing buttons, and he played each game for like 20 minutes and just edited the footage together, and that was his review. The difference is I'm a live streamer. I can't live stream that. You know, if you wanted me to do an edited video of Virtual Boy, I could do it. Really, I could do an edited video. I would just put here endless. I would work like 5, 10, 20 hours on it, and I would put a bunch of B-roll footage where I'm just playing. I can't even see the screen, and eventually some things are going to happen that are going to be in my favor. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll edit it together. But I can't. You can't play it live on a stream. It's not possible because you can't capture from it. No, and 672, see, you probably didn't see the podcast this morning.
672. He loves complaining about 672. 672 is getting out of line, folks. He's bitching about Phil. He's bitching.
Everyone covered the Virtual Boy like I did. Like, no lie, go check it out. Everyone who bought that thing was like, oh, I can't capture it. So they all just basically verbally described it. They described the system, they played it, they were relaying their experiences, just like I did. Like, everyone did that. All the Nintendo creators did it like that. But I'm the one that gets clipped, and everyone's said, oh, well, look how bad Phil is. What are you talking about? I did exactly the same thing everyone else did, but they treat me like I'm doing it wrong when everyone else does exactly the same thing, because they're just fucking retards. I don't care about mouth-drooling morons on X. I don't care about limp dick, minimum wage losers on fucking Reddit. I can make content however I want, and people watch it and like it. I'm the successful person. They're the ones who think they're laughing at me when in reality, they're all struggling to make minimum payments on their fucking credit cards while I'm over here buying $100 pieces of crap because I have that kind of disposable income. You see? I don't care about them. They mean nothing to me. I can make whatever content I want, and it's good content, and they can suck it. Oh, I know. See, that's the thing. I'm well aware that it's just my trolls doing it, but the thing is, my trolls pass it along as if it's failing. Wow, see, DSP made bad content. Here it is. No, every creator made the same content. Every Nintendo creator who covers Nintendo did it that way, but I'm the one who gets thrown out there like I'm a joke and I did it wrong, even though I did it exactly.
No, they didn't do the exact same thing as you did, you moron. They didn't fucking stream just narrating it. No, they made edited content, you fucking idiot. You are not an edited content creator. You are not.
Fucking same.
You're an idiot.
No one even, it's all the same because no one could capture from it. So.
Yeah, well, people also took it out, Phil. They took it out of, like, the Virtual Boy, and they showed you the screen of the Switch or Switch 2 when they're recording it. It ain't rocket science, you idiot. Like, he doesn't go around and watch anybody besides, you know, like Wings Detractor clips. So he has no fucking idea about what's going on. Come on.
Phil's can't do what everyone else does just because we've decided collectively that we're going to laugh at him even though there's nothing to laugh at. Oh, okay. No. Fuck you, you loser. How about that? How about you're a miserable wretch. That's why you try to laugh at me because you're fucking jealous.
My ass.
At DogSp0012 just gifted 5 memberships.
And you're just...
Thank you, B-Dog, for the 5 robust memberships. There is Phil dancing like a 220 right now as he has another fucking crash out. Oh, in his chat, big winner vibes. That's rich coming from somebody who went bankrupt. Well, you see, Phil's liquidity revolves around, you know, begging for money.
Miserable with your life, so you think that bringing down others is the way to go about it when it's not. You're just a loser. And look, Control. Thanks for $5, stupid. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I'll unban you, because maybe you'll send me another super chat because you're that...
Dang, the guy who was bankrupt at 100K credit card debt, written off on taxpayers, just insulted people who can't make minimum payments. Yikes. Well, the thing is, you could have just copied... Like, I will tell you all, you could just copy and paste it. He'll read it. He'll read it silently in his head. Like, you see how he didn't even read the text? He'll read it silently in his head and bitch about it. So you don't even have to pay him.
Stupid. There we go. See what I mean? That's the average person.
Well, Pokemon enthusiasts, like, if Phil... The name would not be that if he didn't play a Pokemon game this year.
Out there that makes fun of me, they send me money.
Yeah, because they enjoy making fun of you. Some people do it, give you money, because they're like, we got to keep the idiot train going. And he doesn't fucking realize it. He doesn't realize it, that they think that their money is well spent. Whether it is or not, I would say no, because you could do that in the chat and he'd get pissed off. Like, if the sole thing was pissing him off, you just put it in his chat. You don't even have to super chat.
Because they're that stupid. So I unbanned him because maybe he might actually send a second super chat, you know? And then the guy, the person's back to gift me more money. There it is.
Yep, he hates being called having a lesbian haircut. Even though that's not a lesbian haircut, because, you know, they have more hair. Phil has a receding hairline.
Oh no, not more money. Anything but that. Oh. Oh. Very good. Nocturne, that's nice of you. He says, I'm a livestream fails lurker. Mostly because I can't stand Hassan. I guess they always post Hassan up there. And that's how I discovered DSP. I actually don't think he deserves the ire. The dude grinds. He's resilient. He's matured from what I've seen. Respect. Thank you. Thank you. You see, when I crash out, it's literally me reacting in a very rational way to the ire of the internet who throw shit at me that I don't even understand what's going on. Like, what did I do wrong with my Virtual Boy coverage? I did what everyone else did. But I'm the one who's in the wrong, according to the internet. So, there you go. The Goofy Gamers production did a $5 super chat and says, I love your don't give a F attitude. I'd say the same thing. Yeah, you get to the point where it's like, I just don't care anymore about what any of these morons say. Go ahead, make fun of me, but be sure to send me money as well as you do it, you know?
He doesn't care. He doesn't care. All right, here's 5 reasons why he does care. The Goofy Gamer production, he is bitched. I love your don't give a fuck attitude. I'd say the same thing. He doesn't give a fuck, but you know he totally gives a fuck. He totally gives a fuck. Like, come on. Like, 2 years from now, he's gonna say he cared about what the trolls say. But he doesn't care now. It's like a never-ending loop. He's stuck. It's Groundhog Day. Yeah, we gotta feed the pig. He got fed Wendy's today.
It's just so asinine. Who are the people who are sitting on Reddit and crapping on DarkSydePhil? I'm gonna give you one guess. Someone in a worse position than me. Because the truth is, if you had a good life...
Genius. They do that for entertainment. You don't do anything else for entertainment, like, I don't know, Champions? Dude. Stop being salty about it. You are not the only person they put on live stream fails. Like, come on. It's a big deal when it happens to you because it goes viral. Because you're an idiot. He's so dumb. You're not... Like, he thinks he's a big fucking deal. He has, like, three real fans. You cannot comprehend that of, like, the 160 people watching, they're there to clip or laugh at him. He doesn't get it.
You wouldn't be sick.
Did he have Wendy's chili? I saw him have a wrap, a burger. We're going to look at this after, but he might have had chili, but he does Wendy's a lot, so wings of Wednesday's chili.
And on Reddit making fun of people, you'd be in Kick Chat says, did you ever consider being likable or funny? No, I consider I'll settle for being affluent and successful. How about that? And happy. There you go. The best part about my trolls is that when I bring up things like, oh, I'm affluent and successful now, then they say, oh yeah, you're so successful you declared bankruptcy. It's like, yeah, that was 6 years ago. 6. Not 1, not 2, not 3. 6 years ago. That's all behind me. Things are much better now. Have you not noticed how much better things are? How things have fucking changed in 6 years? But that's it. Therein lies the rub. They don't want to acknowledge that anything has improved or changed for me. They want to act like I'm...
Phil, it's Groundhog's Day. It's not like you're proven or disproven. It is what it is. Get over yourself.
still back in the trenches and I'm suffering. And
dude, you were whining like a beggar every single fucking day. Every single day. Get over it.
Everything's awful, because then that's their cope.
It's their cope. Proceed to like whine about not getting enough money playing Dragon Quest.
That's their cope with the fact that they act like they hate me and I can never be successful, when in reality I am very successful, but they can't accept it because that means that they're the loser. So then they just make shit up or bring up stuff from 6 years ago as if it just happened. What's my credit score?
The thing is, you repeat stuff. You repeat things. You repeat things. That's what it is, you dumbass. You don't get it.
It's not the worst, but it's certainly not good because the bankruptcy's still on there. Bankruptcy takes about 7 to 10 years to fall off of a credit report. So once it falls off, all of a sudden my credit's going to skyrocket like this, and then I'm going to be able to do things like maybe consider refinancing or doing a second mortgage or something, which is something I've wanted to do for a while, but I'm certainly not going to do it with a low credit score and interest rates sky high as they are right now. I'd be a complete idiot. I'm actually the most narcissistic person to potentially ever live. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Very nice. How's the gout? The gout's actually great. I haven't had any issues with my gout in crap. But okay.
Phil, you really shouldn't have had issues since the first time you got diagnosed with gout if you made the lifestyle choices that you changed. Hello?
Hey, I'm an honest guy, right?
And like even only has coffee, he's not even like, you know, wasting time. He's like, I'll wail when I want to wail. I'm not wailing every day, Phil. Fuck you.
I haven't had any actual breakout flare-ups in many years. I'd probably say, geez, 3-4 years at least since the last major one. Every once in a while, it rears its ugly head and there's nothing you can do about it. Every once in a while, I'll have a day, oh, my foot hurts a little bit. And then you just work through it and it's done within like a day. And then you're fine. Because I don't eat red meat regularly. I don't eat shellfish regularly. I don't drink regularly. I don't, I cut all the fatty foods out of my diet. That also exacerbate it. So everything I was doing that was bad, I don't do anymore. But it still does sometimes come back. It's never something that can be cured. It's a blood condition. It's an acid in my blood condition where I have an acid disorder. I have too much uric acid in my...
Yeah, my grandpa had gout. It was fucking painful for him. Phil, like, Phil's not old. It's very odd that he has it.
Blood, and I have to manage it. But for the most part, it doesn't bother me at all. I'm good. So thanks for asking. It's always good to be reminded of another way that my life has improved. Thank you so much for that. Thanks for that. Pokemon 3211, that's right. You know what? You know what? Hold on a second here. Hold on. No. Wait a minute. Pokemon, dude, I gotta pause the music. Pokemon just hit it on the fucking head. He hit the nail on the head.
All right, guys, I gotta go tonight.